Hello, check, 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 check. All right, cool. So I think we're working now. So if there you go, IT, what's up, man? Yeah. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently here today in this film room. All right. So usually I go and I dissect the film, I do all this stuff for you guys, and then it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of production, a lot of takes about 2 weeks to get one of those film rooms out to you guys. So instead of doing that this time, I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna kind of break down this film this film with you guys live. All right. So what we have here is the San Antonio Spurs versus the Brooklyn Nets. This was a blowout loss for the Spurs, which actually got to gave us the opportunity to see Luka Samanic, Quindary Weatherspoon, Keldon Johnson play together against some NBA talent. Which, excuse my cough, please. It's against some NBA talent like Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie, DeAndre Jordan. All right, so they're not going up against G League players, like they were all season. So this is not, going to tell us exactly who these players are going to be, or who they are right now or what their ceilings are. But it is a decent sample size that we can look at to see what we saw. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this. Excuse me. I'll go through this with you guys. All right, so let's see. First possession, Luka, Keldon, Quindary, Derrick White, and Drew Eubanks. This can definitely be a lineup that we see for the San Antonio Spurs for years to come. I'm talking about like the next 10 years, seeing the Spurs with this lineup that's on the floor right now. Maybe Drew Eubanks. Hopefully he's there. I like Drew. Hopefully Quindary is there as well. I like Quindary. So let's see. First thing we do is there's a little bit of miscommunication here. Who has ball? All right, so that's Keldon. Keldon comes up and picks up ball, but stays in front. Good, no problem there. All right, so let's roll through this. So this guy wants to go one-on-one with Keldon. That's not going to be a good look for you, but Keldon is a great one-on-one defender, great contest. Luka needs to go ahead and do what he does on the boards, man. Drew and Luka are two big athletic dudes. They should be able to bang and sky for rebounds with the best of them. All right, so Luka gets a tip on it, and we're off and running. This leads to a turnover. Okay, let's fast forward through this. Come on, Derek. Gotta be a little bit smarter than that. We're okay, though. We're okay. So here we go. On the defensive side of the ball, the Brooklyn Nets are really going to try to get Joe Harris open in this quarter. All right. So you're going to see a lot of Joe Harris coming off one screen, two screens to try to get open. So let's see how our guys handle that. So first off, we have Luka and Keldon. I'm sorry, not Luka and Quindary getting kind of jammed up right here. Luka just needs to kind of take a step back, get around it, make sure that nothing, you don't get beat back door or anything like that, because that might have been a bucket. But all right, here we go. Joe Harris. Okay. See what's going to happen here. So let's talk about this pick and roll. In this game, I don't know if you guys remember it. I'm pretty sure you don't. But go ahead and look at the highlights or go look at the game. It's on NBA League Pass right now. And NBA League Pass is free for the meantime while the NBA is on a hiatus. I don't know how much longer the NBA League Pass is going to be free for everybody. But go check out some games. If you want to go check out this game, what you're going to see a lot of is the Brooklyn Nets running this pick and roll right here and just killing us with it. Just getting bucket after bucket after lob. And that's really because we're rolling with Trey Lyles at the 5 for most of this game. Finally, we got to see Drew Eubanks come in and Luka come in to at least defend the rim a little bit off this pick and roll. But here they run it again. All right. So they're running this pick and roll again. Now I love this. This is a good job by Drew right here, saying, okay, we're going to react early. We're going to communicate and react early to the screen and roll. So Drew does a good job of sinking deep off Spencer Dinwiddie. Now, that's really deep. Now, Spencer Dinwiddie is a great scorer. He can score from right here. He can score from right here, right? But Drew does a good job of staying active, staying ready, keeping his hands up right here. As soon as Spencer picked up that ball, textbook. Attack him, take the airspace out of him, go after that ball. Now, but what really makes this possession work for the Spurs, and you probably don't even realize it. And it's Luka Samanic and it's Keldon Johnson up on the top of your screen, right? Now, good for Austin, man. Like you wanna know why Austin's so good, why Austin helps us so much. I want you to look at Luka Samanic and Keldon Johnson at the top of your screen. Go from ball side to help side. Help, right? So you have both of these guys. Now, they're both 1 or 2 passes away right now from the ball. That's what I'm talking about when I mean their ball side, right? So they should be in a deny, right? In a deny position. So as soon as Spencer gets this pick and roll right here from DeAndre Jordan, look at Luka Samanic and Keldon Johnson rotate from ball side from ball side to help side right here. In sync. Look at this. This doesn't happen by coincidence. This is a lot of drill and kill in Austin to get these guys to react, to get into help. Getting into help right there is what I'm talking about. Now, see, I can get my mouse out here. In high school and in college, you teach players to come into the help side, but all the way cutting the floor in half, right? But this is the NBA. They have that defensive 3-second rule, so they can only keep one of their feet in the paint for 3 seconds, and then they got to get out, right? So they're in help. Now, what was happening earlier in this game was that whoever was in Keldon Johnson's spot down here was getting dunked on, was not showing or committing to the help, because DeAndre Jordan's a huge guy, and if you commit to this help, you might end up on a poster. Okay, let's just say that. So, but Keldon Johnson, what he does, the reason why this play works and the reason why we were able to get a stop in this defensive possession is because Keldon Johnson right here is able to at least make it difficult for DeAndre Jordan, right? Here we go. Comes down here, shows help, touches him, puts a body on him, lets him know he's there. He knows that he has a shooter in the corner, but guess what? Derrick White and Keldon are taking the job and the responsibility of keeping DeAndre Jordan off of this pick and roll, and because it was killing us all game, I'm telling you. All right, so they did a good job of adjusting to that. Good job. Now, Quindary almost gets burned here backdoor. He just needs to do a better job of not losing his guy. But, I mean, look, if Spencer Dinwiddie is going to pick up the ball right here, I want everyone and their mother going after that ball. Everyone sinking on and try to get that ball from Spencer. I'm cool with that. But what I'm not cool with is this, getting beat backdoor and giving up a layup. Luckily, who do we have back here in help right now? Derrick White, Drew Eubanks, both eyes on the play and able to show help right here. Now, if I was Joe Harris, I would have made a little dump down pass right here to DeAndre Jordan to get an easy bucket. Keldon was there, though. Keldon would have been able to react, but we get a nice closeout on this shot, and we get the rebound, and we're off and running. Now, great defensive possession. I could talk about Spurs defense all day with you guys. I can break down every single possession and tell you why we gave up the bucket, what happened, what you might have noticed. But this group right here, that's a great defensive possession against a very good Brooklyn team. When you're considering that 3 of the guys on the team right now for the Spurs have been playing in the G League all season long, right? So now in this offensive possession, right out of this rebound, we go and we hit Derrick White for this shot. Now, I want to put this shot right here in context. Yes, Derrick White's not our best 3-point shooter, but he can hold his own. He shot consistently this year from the 3. But this shot, what I'm not showing you early when we started this, I didn't show you, but he scored the first 7 points of this quarter. Derrick White scored. He went 3 for 3 coming out the gate. He hit 2 layups and a 3 ball. So 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So this is kind of like a heat check shot for Derrick White, but I don't hate it because he had already come out hot in this quarter. And especially with this lineup that we're seeing on the floor, if you want to see if this is going to tell us anything about the way we might play offensively when it's like these guys right here dominating the minutes on our squad, Derrick White's looking to be really aggressive. And in a moment, you're going to see Dejounte come in the game too, and he's aggressive offensively as well. But let's take a look at this defensive possession right here. Luka Samanic gets caught guarding ball, guarding up three-quarter court. He can do that. He's shown all through his first year in Austin that he can stay in front of smaller guards and get beat and recover. So right here, this isn't uncomfortable for him, where it might be for some other players at his size and at his position. Not really for us on our team, but I'm just saying throughout in the league. All right, so fills out this screen, goes around it, no problem. Good communication here from Drew. Now, what's going to happen here? Let me go ahead and show you this screen. They're going to try to get Joe Harris again for a double screen like we talked about earlier. Okay, right. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not this play. We got a double screen up top. Luka gets caught up on ball. You see that right there? That's exactly what I was talking about. If you've been in this room with me, I just told you that we were getting killed on the pick and roll this whole game, and Lonnie got put on a poster. Maybe even Trey Lyles. They were killing us with this action right here because we didn't have Drew in the game. But really, Keldon saves the day here. I'm telling you, it's not easy to go and commit help side on this play. You're gonna end up on a poster, but that's DeAndre Jordan. But Keldon Johnson does not care, right? So Keldon Johnson gets up there, at least makes an attempt to make it difficult. Sure, maybe he got fouled. Look at DeAndre Jordan's like, oh, come on, man, he got me. But we don't care. We're off and running. Shout out to KJ for putting his body on the line there, because that was killing us all game. Again, Derrick White just being aggressive in the open court. Defense to offense, defense to offense. That's where that's where we got to live if we're San Antonio. And until they get more familiar with each other, these young guys, when they start taking all the shots and they start knowing where their sweet spots are and all that, that's when we'll start maybe slowing it down. But I don't see any reason for us to slow it down when we have this group on the floor. Now, insert Dejounte Murray came in for Quindary Witherspoon, I believe, on this play. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about this. All right, so we talked about Joe Harris coming off a couple screens earlier. See, Luka does a really good job here of communicating with Dejounte. He's telling him right now, go over the screen. Go over the screen or go under it, right? So Dejounte has the responsibility of guarding Joe Harris now. Now, if you're guarding Joe Harris, the whole game plan against him is to what? Chase him off the three-point line, right? Make him attack the rim, which he can do. I mean, he's not terrible going towards the rim, but that's where you want to force him. So Luka does a good job communicating with Dejounte on this one. Dejounte gets through the first screen, gets caught up on the second one. So if DeAndre is going to set a good screen, Drew's got to help and hedge off of this. Now, what we don't want, I'll tell you what our number one goal defensively is on this play, and that's to not let Joe Harris catch the ball right here and get a wide open shot right here off this screen. So what do we have to do? Drew has to come up and hedge. Drew has to come, put a hand up, chase him off the line, right? So here we go again. Luka Samanic does a good job of just bailing out here and showing help, because at the end of the day, that's what you have to do. You have to help, and then hopefully your teammates are helping you the same way, which we are right now. So we close that out, take it away. And then Luka Samanic closes out here, gets the ball back to Joe Harris. Now, what we would hope for is to not have Drew Eubanks guarding Joe Harris, but because of all that chaos and the screens and switching and chasing the help or whatever, you're not guarding the same guy you started out guarding in the beginning of the possession. That's just basketball, right? But we need to help ourselves out when we can. All Joe Harris does here is just put the ball on the floor and just dip his shoulder. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to try to get to the rim. And here we go. All right. So, Drew's a little pissed off here because he got worked by Joe Harris, but Joe Harris is a great player, Drew. Don't take it easy. Don't take it personally. All right. So let's go back down here on the defensive side. On the offensive side of the ball and see what happens. All right. Luka misses a three, takes the three, misses it. What you should be happy about, Spurs Nation, is that he caught this ball right here, looked at where his defender was, noticed that he had plenty of space and just launched it, loaded it up, launched it out, and cocked it and went. Like he didn't hesitate at all. He shot that thing. Look at this form. The form right here on Luka is impeccable. Look at his point of release. Man, we have a special player here. I'm telling you. Now, whose form does that look like? I've been comparing Luka to one player since we've drafted him, and this shot, if you can picture Luka in a blue jersey, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Who else does this form resemble? What other player? Dirk, baby. He'll make that. In the G League, he's shooting a lot of them, which is good. He's getting used to the shot count. Uh, yeah. So, hey guys, if you're watching this really quick, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button down below as well. If you like this video, and put in the comments if you like me breaking down film like this with you guys. It's something different. It's something that I want to do more with you guys. So if I can, I will. If you guys like it, if you guys show the support, I'll continue to do it. All right, so then we call a timeout here. All right, so let's go ahead and come out of this timeout, and we have Dejounte. I think Derrick White sits down coming out of this timeout. I'm gonna fast forward through this as much as I can. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Still, the Nets have their squad out on the floor. All right, instead of DeAndre Jordan, though, we have homeboy with the afro. Jeez, I forget his name. Harris? No, I don't know. Anyways, so Keldon's gonna deal with these double screens. All right, Luka does a good job of just getting away, making sure that there's room to operate. A couple switches here. Now, check this out. All three of these guys who are involved on that side of the floor, off ball right now, they're all guarding somebody. And right now, after all this action, they're guarding somebody else. Okay, so now Keldon's guarding. Oh no, okay, except for Keldon. So Drew and Luka get switched up on this. All right. Keldon does a good job here of not getting beat on the perimeter. Okay, so if you like playing basketball, you want to be a better defender, you want to be a top-notch defensive player. There's a few things that you can learn right here. I'm about to show you, and Keldon does them very well. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. I don't know if I can. Anyways, all right. So what Keldon does right here, maybe I can make this bigger for you guys. There you go. Make me smaller. Make this bigger. Okay. Check this out right here. On the catch, Keldon Johnson. You see this little hip turn right here from going from this position where he's basically looking Tim Duncan straight in the face. Goes from here, turns his hips, and goes on a straight line. If you go look at my mouse, look at his feet. He goes from here basically to the hash, right? He goes from a straight line from here to here. And that's how you play defense. And that's one of the secrets of just great one-on-one ball defense is that when you get beat, you don't try to go into the player. You don't start using your hands and get lazy. You stay low, you drop those hips, and you beat him with your feet. And that's what Keldon Johnson does right here and actually beats him to the spot. You see how Keldon Johnson's already there waiting for this contact and takes it. Keldon Johnson's a big body. He can take contact, no problem. So he go ahead and takes this contact, right? Swipes down at it, contests that on the way up, and that's great defense right there, not getting burned. He didn't give up a wide open lane to the rim, right? So, and that's because he got beat off the catch. So he closed out a little awkwardly, but he's so athletic, so smart, so agile. He can drop his hips. Lonnie Walker does a great job of recovering like this as well. I'm pretty sure they go over it every single day in practice. You know, that closeout, drop step, shuffle, move your feet, take the body, and just contest and be solid. Don't foul, right? And Keldon Johnson does a good job of doing that. And he's a rookie. He's gonna be an amazing defender as he just learns, and that's all he needs to do. He's got all the tools. I mean, he's got a big, strong body right now. Keldon Johnson does. So imagine a few years into the league, he's only going to get bigger, only going to get stronger, only going to get smarter. All right. So let me see. We can go over a few more possessions, maybe one or two more possessions. Then I got to go. I got a dinner. But I wanted to do this for you guys. All right. So this is a play that we're gonna run. I love this. It's just kind of like a misdirect to get Quinndary open on the top of your screen. They're gonna set a double down screen right here for Luka to come up, which is kind of gonna be like a decoy double down screen because everyone's going to be focused on this, and Quindary's going to be able to come off a down screen over here from Keldon on the other side, right? So here we go, right there. They're already communicating through this. Quindary Weatherspoon's defender, he stopped playing already. Look, he's like, what? Okay. Yeah. All right. So what's happening now is everyone's focusing on the top of the screen, all this action that's happening up here. But look at Dejounte. Dejounte is already focused on Quindary coming up on the other side, which he gets the ball to him here. Now, what would Manu have done? What would Manu have done off this play right here? Quindary needs to recognize where his defender's at and see how lazy he's being and that he's just going to chase over the screen. When your defender, if you're coming off a screen, you got to be smart. You got to be patient. You don't just run off of it to the top of the screen. Now, I'm not saying that's what Quindary Weatherspoon does here, but that's how a lot of young players play. I know look, I don't know if y'all know this if you're watching, but I'm a coach. I've been coaching for 5 years in the high school. I've been coaching before that. I don't know, all through college and so on and so forth. You have to be patient when you're waiting for screens and when you're setting screens in order to make them work. So, if Quindary is looking at his defender right now, he would have noticed that maybe instead of coming up to catch this ball, to receive this ball, maybe he fades out to the corner and operates here in this area. I mean, that's Manu all day. Manu comes off here, notice where his defender's at, already flares out to the corner probably, and then boom, we're looking at that 3-point ball right there, just right off the catch. But Q's not there yet. He's not Manu. I'm not trying to get all over Q, but just noticing a little thing. All right, so here we go again. Now let's look at Dejounte Murray. Now there's something about earlier when we're looking at this, Dejounte Murray and Derrick White, both of those guys, when they're on the floor with this group of players, these young players, you're not on the floor with LaMarcus and DeMar anymore, right? Who take all the shots, which mean that, hey, Derrick White and Dejounte get to be a little bit more greedy when it comes to the offensive end. And so right here, Dejounte, he's just so built in his good habits that when he catches this ball, he looks into the post. Now, the only difference is it's not LaMarcus Aldridge that you're looking to pass the ball to right there. That's Drew Eubanks, right? So you're not going to feed the ball in there. Now, Dejounte does the second thing, his second option, which is look to get his mid-range shot up. Drew Eubanks sets a good screen. What did I talk about just a few seconds ago about being patient when you're setting screens and when you're receiving them? Does Dejounte just go into this screen right now before it's set? No, that's how this guy picks up a foul, right? So if you're the guy with the ball and you're coming off, you're using the screen before it's set, you're going to pick up an offensive foul on your big, and you don't want that. So DJ does a good job of just hold up real quick. Drew's like, all right, here we go. No problem. Meanwhile, Dejounte's probably looking at Drew's big, seeing how deep he's playing at the rim. He doesn't know that DJ has a 46% mid-range jump shot and just kills him with it. Boom, right there. And that's what we're going to see a lot of moving forward. Okay, so I hope you guys like this film room. Thank you guys for joining in. IT, Eddie Garcia, Ray Veta, thank you guys for hopping on and putting the comments down below. If you want me to do more film rooms like this, you guys let me know in the comments below. I mean, because it's something that I would like to do. Sorry for the technical issue in the first 2 or 3 minutes of this video, but doing my film rooms take a lot of time to edit, to plan, and to sometimes I just want to get up on here and talk to you guys about a play that I saw or a stretch run that I saw or an out of bounds play that I really liked, things like that. So I would like to do more film rooms of this style if you guys like, and it gets more interactive with you guys. As I keep doing it, I'll get more interactive with you guys. Again, if you haven't yet, subscribe please below. Like this video, share this video. I appreciate y'all stopping by. We'll do this again soon, all right? Appreciate you, Spurs Nation. Stay safe out there. The Spurs will be coming back to play. You can go to projectspurs.com to check out all their stuff. You can go to oocspurs.com to see what me and the guys at OOC are going to do coming back. Also, you can go to robthrejr.com to check out everything that I got going on. All right, so thanks for stopping by, Spurs Nation. Adios.